Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Hans von TCG again, where today we have our microphone held up by a Pikachu ornament as well as a mug. We're going to be getting into mystery bags today and what they entail and some steps you can to be smart investors as well as smart collectors while enjoying some fun. So let's go. But first, I want to discuss a charity box break event that I have going on over on Instagram. And you can sign up through here through myself. So I have a box of Roaring Skies, a box of Unbroken Bonds, and a box of my favorite Sword and Shield set, Lost Origin. And it's going to be $40. You get a pack of each for each slot that you have. For that, the proceeds are going to be going to Feeding America, one of the United States' largest nonprofits that goes to help families in need of food as well as fighting poverty and hunger in the area. For myself, it will be going to the Los Angeles area. There's a lot of families in need out here, especially with the rising cost of food. So please, if you want to help, if you want to have some fun, I have these two cards going up for giveaways during it, the Gold Palkia Vstar as well as the Pikachu Vmax from the Trainer Gallery with red. Palkia Vstar will be every entry that you have. So if you buy a set of the 3 packs, that's going to be one entry there. So there's only going to be 36 total entries for that one. You can have multiple if you do buy multiple packs. And then the Pikachu Vmax, if you buy the 3 sets, let's say you don't get a hit out of one of them, you don't get a hit out of 2 of them, then you're going to get an entry to spin on that wheel. So you have potential to win both. You have potential to walk away with tons of cards. There's great cards from all these sets, Charizard and Reshiram and Unbroken Bonds. There's the Rayquazas and the Latiases in Roaring Skies, and then as well as the Alt-Art Giratina, Alt-Art Aerodactyl, and Lost Origin. So please hit me up, $40, HansVon_TCG on Instagram. Send me a DM, comment below. I can get you added to the list once we have enough. We will run it, and all the proceeds, again, will be going to Feeding America. So thank you, guys. Let's get into it. Today we're going to be talking about mystery bags and mystery boxes and their inclusion in investing in the Pokemon community and how to watch out for things that aren't going to be breaking your bank when you're looking for them versus the value of what you expect. So I'm going to go forward with 3 things here. In the order they are the odds of what you're going to be getting, the value of what you're going to be getting, and the transparency in the bags that you're going to be looking for. So first off with the odds. I put together a quick spreadsheet to kind of go through some of the larger Pokemon YouTubers, mystery bags that they've been coming out with. And don't get me wrong, it's super fun to open them, especially when they're on stream, when they're on things like that, making your own videos out of them. I made my own video on one from an Instagram one, Project Mew, but going through and understanding the odds of what you're going to be getting and the value which you're paying is a pretty simple calculation that you can do. Like I said, I put together an Excel spreadsheet for a few of them, and I have pack values back from Sword and Shield all the way through around Diamond and Pearl era right now with some WotC loaded in there. I can add it in a Google Doc. And it's basically, you can mess around with, let's say you have 1 in 25 chance to pull a vintage pack, and they give this amount of packs that you can pull. Then you can go through, add that up, and then you can look at your expected value through them. And so I kind of did that already, and I've noticed that pull rates for packs are not as favorable as you may think. It's like, okay, it might be 1 in 10 for an X and Y pack, but 1 in 25 for a black and white 2 WotC pack. And at the best case scenario, you could have, kind of going into number 2 here, the pack values, is that you could have a black and white pack worth like $60, Plasma Blast, or you could have a WotC pack like Expedition that's worth $400+. This then works into transparency is, okay, how many of each of those packs are included in each of the boxes or bags? Because a lot of people will just say, hey, it's 1 in 25 to get WotC or through black and white. And, that's a little shady when some people do that because, one, you don't know how many of the WotC packs are in there. You don't know how many are the black and white packs in there. It could be like, using those examples earlier, it could be, 9 Plasma Blast packs and an Expedition pack. And when you're hoping that it could be one of those WotC things, it could be let down. So when you're looking out for those things, 1, look at all the pack values that they say are included. 2, look at the odds of them. I know I just switched those, but that's fine. It doesn't matter exactly how you go through these calculations as long as you do all 3 of these things. So it's, let's say, you can directly compare some of these content creators of what they're including and the price of what they're at. And some of them do get enough transparency for you to know exactly what packs are included, maybe not at the rate at which they're included, but they do tell you, hey, here's everything that's in here. You can go check it out and get the best case scenario. Let's say they include all the same. Let's say there's 5 Expedition packs, 5 Plasma Blasts, cool, whatever. I'm just using those as an example. You can go through and do your own little calculation, say, okay, how much are they maximizing profit they could do, which also maximizes, etc. And again, I'm not getting on anybody who puts these together and is trying to make a profit. Like, that's fine. It's a community event. They're fun to open, etc. And I also want to support content creators that I do like. But it's like, when I look at some of these things, they're getting upwards of profit margins, like at a minimum. Like, this is assuming they are including the same rate of packs and all of these things, is like upwards of 40 and 50% profit margin on market price of these things. And a lot of times when someone's buying in bulk, when someone's buying large amounts of things, they're oftentimes buying them below market price. And I'm not saying that that's what, I cannot 100% confirm that. I do not know that. So I'm just letting you know, from someone who does buy, knows people who buy in larger amounts, and folks who buy in those higher end products. That's pretty much how it goes normally. If you buy lots of things, you'll get discounts. And so, based on equally including things as well as paying market price, that's where you're going to be still in that 40-50% range of profit. So it's like, if you open up 10 of them, you're still going to be losing even if you get the hits. It's like going to a casino and expecting to win all the time. And it's like, you won't. It's still a gamble. It's just like opening raw packs, except for the fact in this is that even if you do get those large packs, you are still going to end up on the bottom because you're paying for an experience. And a lot of people in this hobby, I shouldn't say a lot. There are a lot of people, but not a lot of the hobby. There are a lot of people who are going to exploit their audiences as well as not be transparent about what are in them. So if someone doesn't tell you how things are seeded, if someone is lying to you about the value of what's included in them, they're easy checks, and you should be doing these every time you purchase something that is close or higher end value, especially if you're on a budget, especially if you're someone who is trying to build a collection, trying to have fun while doing it. I'm not bashing mystery boxes or bags in any way. Like I said, I've opened up my own on the channel. I did Project Muse, which he did a great job of explaining, okay, here's how many are included in this, here's how many are included in this rate, etc. And while I personally got some pretty cool stuff out of it, I know it wasn't exactly 100% of the value that I paid. And I don't expect that. And I'm not going to specifically talk about other bags that I haven't opened myself or boxes, but some people I know, some of my friends as well, who are good about it, they show every single step. They show every single bag being packed, so you know what is included in all of them, and 100% of the time what the value is, and then he advertises the values out there as well. And I think that's how everybody should be doing it, because it is extremely transparent and it shows you the value of what you're getting and the chances of it. Like, that should be the bare minimum, honestly. And the next part is like understanding profit margins for things. And again, this is just a rough estimate for you to do. But if you see someone making on your own calculations like 30, 40, 50% on something, like, just understand that's what the value you're going to be getting. I personally search for ones that have more profit margin on like 10 to 20%. That at least, it's like, okay, even if you have some wins, some losses, in buying them, you're still going to be close. And again, don't expect to make a ton of money on them. If you get really lucky, that's great. That's cool. But a lot of times folks will be out here trying to advertise false values, especially on Whatnot, and trying to hype up their mystery bags that have honestly not even close to the value. Like, sometimes you'll pay $400 for something and get $100 in value, and I don't think that that's acceptable. Post-edit Evan here. Actually, the thing I'm really trying to say here is that when you get $100 in value something, but someone makes it actually seem like it's the $400 that you're getting when it's not. It's okay to have a floor that's $100 in a $400 mystery box, as long as it's advertised and that's, the chance you're getting. I mean, they could have like a $2,000 card and a high-end one, and almost nothing in a low-end one. Just if it's transparent, that don't fall for people who are like, oh my God, like, oh, I can't believe you got this out of here. And it's just like not even close to the value, because that's really scummy and shady. But if you're paying for something that's like $200, $300 and you're getting like absolutely nothing out of it, it's like, one, it hurts, and two, it's predatory. So don't fall for it. Don't fall for the hype. Don't fall for it because someone has 50,000, 60,000, 100,000, million subscribers. Just because they say it's that way doesn't mean it actually is. And just be smart about your own investments and having fun, mixing fun and having investments. So overall, stay safe in the hobby. Look out for people who are doing that. Support people who are transparent about them. They're a large part that's going to be staying around for a long time. And look out for people who are just trying to offload product that they don't want in mystery bags as like a cheap way to push it out. Check the odds, check the prices, do your own research because it literally takes 10 to 15 minutes to check. And if they don't have transparency, honestly, I wouldn't trust it at all. Just don't touch it, if you're looking to get any sort of value. But let's say you really like a content creator and you don't care and you want to support them, fine. I can't stop you, but if you really want to have fun and be smart about it, just take those 3 easy steps. Again, guys, if you do want to support the charity stream, I do have the Unbroken Bonds and the XY Roaring Skies, as well as the Lost Origin break. It's going to be $40. Every single bit of the proceeds are going to be going to Feeding America. $40 a slot. DM me at Hansvan_TCG. If you like what you're watching, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.